What's up, everybody? We are live. We got me, RMI. I am the founder of NEWFANS. And then we have Ella Banks in the building. We have Double R in the building. We got Rocimasa in the building. We got young Boss Crook in the building. And we got Rabbo in the building. All right, this week's episode on Artist Talk, we're talking about should artists remove music from Spotify? Because India Ari, she released some stuff from Joe Rogan, and supposedly, he said some foul stuff, and nobody's debating that. But we want to pay attention to the fact that they paid Joe. I think she said they paid Joe Rogan like $100 million or something like. I forgot how much they paid him, some crazy number, and they paid artists like less than a penny per stream. So she was saying that how is it that they're paying him so much money for his podcast, and then when it comes to artists, they're not really getting any money or any shine. So I think it's a very important topic tonight. So let's start with Rabbo. You think artists should remove music from Spotify?
I think it depends on the artist and what you're using it for. I feel like if you have a strong enough fan base, then you can pull your music from Spotify. But I also feel like if you're growing a fan base, you might not make the most money from it, but a lot of people use it, so it's a way for people to hear you. Because a lot of people they just go to what's cool. Spotify cool, Apple Music cool. They two of the top like streaming sites. So it's Spotify is how people can reach you. If you take your music down, they might say, "Well, damn, I ain't listening to him no more." There's 1,000 other people that listen to you.
Too hard to find you.
Yeah, So I mean, I guess it depends on what you're using it for.
That's true. I mean, the question is, what you're saying, are you using it to make money, or are you using it, for new fans to discover you, basically?
Right. I mean, and I feel like if you're using it for fans, I wouldn't necessarily pull it down. I mean, but if you're using it for money, unless you're doing, crazy streams, you ain't making money anyway. So I mean, it's all about what you're using it for.
Okay, I agree.
But if your fan base is like that, then I would say, be done with them.
Yeah, you can pull your shit.
So if you was making like 6 figures, like, would you keep your music up on Spotify?
Nah, because people, if I'm doing that means people are already keeping up with me anyway. So if I leave, they're gonna follow.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you built a fan base to where your fan base leaving the platform will put a dent in their shit, then it's worth doing. If they notice how many people left, then that's what I'll do now. They don't care then. But you ain't doing nothing. They ain't about to change. You ain't about to catch Spotify attention, Apple Music attention, Idol.
Facts.
There's plenty of people out there that they'll put in your spot. So I just feel like that's a tool. That's something you gotta collaborate with other artists and shit. If you're gonna do something like that, like Garth Brooks, I don't know if y'all know about Garth Brooks, but uh, Tim McGraw, Garth Brooks, it's certain country music artists that they don't even have music streaming. Like they don't stream their music. If you know anything about country music, it's like one of the number one genres, right? So they didn't feel like I read something about them. And he said he didn't put his out there because he felt like he'd make more money on his own. He don't need them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them people, their music is up because the label they was signed to put their music up. They didn't do that shit. They not independent artists. So I would suggest pulling my shit, especially if you own your catalog and you making a dent. Pull your shit and drop your music on your own platform, or like do like Tory Lanez did and drop your album that way. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's something you gotta do when you got some leverage. If you ain't got no leverage, you just taking your own legs out from under you, pretty much.
for sure,
Facts.
for sure. And I feel like with India Ari, like she already got a nice fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like she a big artist, big enough artist where she can pull her shit. And when you that big, like we talking about, it's best for you in that case because your fans know who you are, they like you, and if you give them a spot to where they can come directly to consume the music they're going to. So I feel like in her case it'd be cool, but for us, like it's not smart unless we all came together and be like, hey, every artist that's known that ever recorded gonna take their music off Spotify and all this other shit. That's the only way it will work, will benefit us. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like her argument, like I agree, like I get what she's saying, but I feel like it's a little different because Joe Rogan not doing music. Like we gotta forget, like Spotify is for streaming. So like regardless of what you're streaming, you know what I'm saying? Like these record labels got these like platforms wrapped up already when it comes to music. Podcasting and all that is a different type of streaming. So if you hop on it early, you can get the money that he's getting. He's a big brand. You know what I'm saying? He always bringing a certain amount of people. So if he got, like you were talking about leverage, he can leverage this. Hey, I got it. I got these certain amount of people listening to me on YouTube. Bit, bit, bit. Pay me this. You feel me? So that's why I feel like he's in the situation that he's in. You know what I mean? It's not. You know what I mean? So and there probably, of course, some other things, but for the most part, it's something new. So when you hop on it, you one of the first people that do it. And if you had a big brand, I feel like you would be able to make some money podcasting. You know what I mean? You'd be like somebody. I feel like a big artist, like say if Jay-Z was decide he wanted to start podcasting, and he go to Tidal, and it'll be like, or Apple, because I don't think he got Tidal no more. He go to Apple, and he say, I want a certain amount of money, you know what I mean, for streaming to do podcasting. You know what I mean? He do a deal with them or something like that. It'd be probably the same way. They probably pay him 10 times more. You feel me? So I think it's just it's kind of different in a sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the nature of the beast. Like I feel like Joe Rogan probably got a bigger fan base than India Ari. Uh, just off
Yeah,
just off UFC and all that shit.
Fear
Bro,
factor.
reaching. Yeah,
it's a
he
it's
reaching
his
all.
audience.
You know what
Like
I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
when
that's
they
what I'm
pay
saying.
him,
That's
so
what.
when they pay him that 100 million, they pay for his audience. Let's take
The
Mm-hmm.
all
money he
the
can
audience you
bring
got
in.
on YouTube and let's put it to Spotify. You get what I'm saying? Like for independent artists, if you don't have no audience, then there's no point for you taking your music off Spotify initially.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like they saying, like once you create a fan base and create an audience and community that's gonna back you behind that type of shit, you shouldn't do it. But if you using it's kind of free. It's not costing you anything to really have your music on Spotify. So to have it
Mm-hmm.
just there is cool. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say spend any marketing dollars, you know what I'm saying, behind it though, as far as like doing campaigns and shit, because then you're not gonna make what you put out at all. You know what I'm saying? You
But
can
I ain't
you
gonna
put
go
the
lie
in
though.
money
the hole,
to
In a
nigga.
sense,
Google ads.
I feel like in
You
a
can
sense
put
though, you
you
is
could
kind of
put
losing out. You know what I mean? It's
what you mean?
free. It's definitely free, but I feel like you kind of still losing out because of we know like we not really getting paid. We supposed to get paid, so we technically you getting finesse too at the same time. You're not getting paid for. It's like you getting penny pinch for your work for real, and you can put out
Yeah,
as much quality music that you want, and still might not even see no
yeah.
return from it. You know what I'm saying? But you just
That's why
spent
I
ten
wouldn't put
times
no
that going
marketing
to the
dollars
studio,
behind it.
huh?
That's why I wouldn't put no marketing dollars behind it though. Like I wouldn't do no Spotify campaigns. Like I wouldn't do that because you're not gonna like you're not like you said you're not gonna get the money that you. It's not gonna be a return of your investment. And then like the
That's a
little return of your
negative
investment,
investment.
that's a negative. You know what I'm saying? Then like they're not giving you the data to actually see your fans. You know what I'm saying? Like so you can run an ad that lead to your website to where you can collect all the data, but still have your music on Spotify just because the people that's consuming. But like don't run any fucking like Spotify campaigns because you ain't gonna see shit.
I would suggest run a campaign for your website. And if you're
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
gonna, why do that? If you use Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music as promotion, and then promote singles and all that shit, and then drop your album through your website and make it to where they gotta purchase that shit. That's if you got a fan base. You fuck around, do that shit, ain't got no fan base.
That
Yeah,
shit
it
can
ain't
be
gonna make
sick.
sense.
Yeah,
That
Like
shit be
exactly.
sick.
Spotify is there to create an audience. Like if you super new, yeah, like do something to where you can like see where you at. But at the same time, like they still ain't giving you enough data to where you would know to how to retarget these folks. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So like you run it to your website, you got your website set up, you will be able to collect all that data and be able to, you know what I'm saying, retarget all those folks that then came to your site. And they came to fuck with you. They ain't come to fuck with you because it's on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it all depends on the artist. Like we ain't India Irie. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't her.
Hell
We ain't
no.
none of the people that's saying they ain't fucking. We ain't none of them. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep our shit on there. But at the same time, we ain't finna sit here and like
Yeah, fact.
tell you to go there, you know, so all the time or whatever. Like, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, do y'all feel like y'all leaving India Ari hanging? Because I feel like she did it thinking that maybe other artists will follow her, and then y'all saying, "Nah, you kind of by yourself on
No,
this one."
Man, India
no, no,
Irina made so
no,
much
no.
money having
It
her shit
only
on Spotify and ain't did shit for us. You know what I'm saying?
like yeah,
Till
Mm-hmm.
like
this Joe
and I
Rogan
don't even want to
situation
say it
came
like
up. Like,
they kind of clear it up with Rocky saying so it don't
come
sound
on
so like
now.
because I rock with her 100%. Like I rock with her music. Like I'm a fan of her music. So
I rock with
but
her
for me, I
music
feel
too.
like as an artist, only way that's gonna benefit anybody like us doing it is not gonna do nothing because we don't have no name, we don't have no brand. Nobody really
Yeah.
following us. They
This
don't
what
give
she
a
need
fuck
to
if we
do.
take our music off.
She
Just
need
like
to
he just
create a
said. But
platform.
if all of
My
them,
fault, bro.
all the big artists, all the big artists take like if all the big artists take their music off of that shit, then they don't have no choice but to honor. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the people that need to be like that need to be doing that shit, not us. You get what I'm saying? We gonna do
I
what's
agree
best
with
for us,
her
but we
though.
gonna do
I
what
agree
they
that they
do.
need to pay us more. I know that damn much.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. I definitely
They
agree,
need to
but I feel
pay
like
Compared,
us more.
that's an uphill battle that we can be battling for the next 10 years as
it
artists.
only way we gonna
So to
do
be
that
trying to
is
depend on
if
that,
somehow we pull a lawsuit and we find
But
some kind of it's some kind of like they rigging that shit. Like, and that's
But
the
facts,
only way
that's
we gonna do
facts.
that.
complaining. That's
But
complaining though. Like
Mm.
we need to get out that complaining mindset. Like that's complaining.
facts,
That's
because
telling
I
them to
feel like the
tell us
only way you can
how they can pay us on their platform. We on their platform. They can tell us any fucking thing.
facts
You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
for
saying? Just
sure,
have
and that's
somebody
why we
come on
got to
your
bring it to
platform. You
us.
could tell them any fucking thing. You could charge them $10 an album, $100 an album. You could tell them
Facts,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what don't I don't want to go that route because that's just complaining. We don't need to be seen
facts,
complaining. We need to be seen like making solutions. If she come with another
real
solution,
shit,
then I'll be rocking with her even heavier. Like I'm rocking with her, but at the same time, like, what's the solution?
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
You make
like
millions
you
of
said,
dollars
we
off
not.
Spotify. What you gonna do with it? Like,
And I feel
That
like for us,
part.
like the only thing we could do, the only thing we can do is really build our fan base. If we build our fan base to a certain amount, a certain following, then we could be like, all right, we're gonna do the same shit we doing. We got you. We a part of it. We're gonna take our
facts.
music off and we with you. You feel me? But we not in that
And she low
predicament. We
key
not in
taking
that
the
situation
L
to do
too.
so.
'Cause she
Like
do that shit. She losing money.
I can't go to India Ari and be like, hey, can you can you because her fans ain't my fans. Even if she was able to help me and do that, that's not gonna make them my fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all all go listen to him and do you know what I mean support this guy. That's not gonna make somebody a fan. So it's like, I don't know, it's just something that
And
you gotta
then like
like you kind of gotta do on your own.
she a older fucking artist, right? The
Mm-hmm.
majority of users are young, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They young. They're not listening to her. They don't even know who she is. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said that on my post. They was like,
Nobody
Any
know who
who?
she even is. These young niggas don't know. They're not listening. If you're not on that one type frequency, you're not listening to her. You don't know her. You weren't
Yeah,
raised with. You don't know her. You know
yeah.
what I'm
For
saying? All
sure.
these old motherfuckers. We don't know none of these old motherfuckers. They ain't
You
did
brush your
shit but
hair, you
complain.
don't
And
know her.
and I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. To kind of like piggyback off of what Rocky said, I need to be funny. It's so like I grew up off of R&B, but it's so many songs nowadays that I'm listening to now, and I'm actually knowing who like did the song. Back then, growing up, I didn't know who the fuck the like was on the song. I just knew the
They
lyrics.
ain't know
I knew
her.
the lyrics like a motherfucker. Hear the beat, shit come on. I'm like, oh, that my shit. You know what I mean? I sing that motherfucker, but I couldn't tell you who was singing that shit. Like half the time, like and nowadays I'd be surprised. Like, oh, this person singing. Oh, this person singing. Well, goddamn, it was 101 singers back then. Goddamn, like we think it's a lot of artists now. It was a lot of people that was one and done back then, or you know what I'm saying. So
Real
it's like
talk.
it's just about getting our music out there for real, getting our music out there, building the fan base. I feel like the biggest thing for us here is that we know like we have certain knowledge and we know like yeah we should bring our fans to us. But I think our biggest thing that's gonna help us is being a group, like helping us as one, like being a part of new fans is gonna help propel us as artists. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like new fans, like me and Armand kind of talked about it offline. Like I feel like what it could be. You know what I'm saying in the future. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be its own platform to the point where we might be able to have our own new fans app and artists can get paid directly to where motherfuckers can come and just click on your shit, boom, and then your everything come up, your website, your whole catalog, and if they want to pay you, they can pay you whatever. Like we have that shit set up that way. So I just see a
Hey,
lot.
Facts.
I found a application on Shopify too to create your own app
Mm-hmm.
for
Oh
free.
yeah.
I've been messing
Nice.
around with this shit for a minute. I can show you some shit, but I found a way to create your own app. So that could be something we could talk about offline here
For
in the
sure.
near future. But yeah, I would say yeah. I don't. I for her, what people gotta understand if you do that and you got a big fan base, you gonna lose money before you make it back.
Yeah,
That's
man.
why you gonna
Do
lose
you?
money before you make it
I
back.
think that
That's an
personally,
investment.
like,
Mm-hmm.
I think that the fight is being fought slightly wrong. I don't think that people should be fighting to, like, oh, let me take my music off of this because somebody said some racist stuff. I feel like the fight should be, you know what, let's get these people to pay us to have our music on their platform in the first place because how are you making money off of something that I made? Like, you should be paying me to be playing this for people. Because the point of Spotify is so people can listen to all their favorite artists in one place instead of having to go to mad different websites to listen to whoever they want to listen to.
That's big facts.
Because I don't know. Y'all was
I'm
all saying
definitely
like, oh
down
yeah,
for
your own website this, your own website that. Like your own website, cool, but everybody ain't about to sit here and type in their favorite or they whoever they listen to every single day. Like go on a website every single day or mad different websites every single day just to listen to artist music. That's the
That's
point
why
of
you
having
got to
music and
download it
stuff
to your
like that. So
phone.
everybody in one place.
Yeah, I mean that's
That's what
why
I'm
we
saying.
said like
Like
keep it
they might
on
as well
there.
just be fighting to get paid to
Like you
be on
keep it
there.
on there, but you like when you building an audience, right? Like you got you a cold audience, you got you a warm audience, and you got you a hot audience. Your hot audience is the one's gonna spend money with you. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like that's what you try to do when you doing this. Like you try to yeah keep your music on there, but like don't knock the website idea because like at the end of the day, that's gonna be your hot audience. That's where your money gonna that's lead you to the money. You know what I'm saying? Like your money. You feel me? Not Spotify telling you, oh, this your incentive this quarter or
I
whatever.
totally understand what you're saying, but that's not what I said.
Like I understand what you said too. Like you get what I'm saying. I know what you said. You said keep it on there because everybody listens to it. The majority, the average consumer, listen to it on these platforms. I said keep it on there as well. Like we both agreed. We just said it in different ways.
No, not no, that's not what I'm talking about. I was saying something else. Like I wasn't knocking nobody website or nothing like that. What I'm saying is people should be fighting to make these platforms pay them more in general just to even have their catalogs
But
on their
that's
apps.
complaining though. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to
It's
put your
really
music
not
on
though at
there.
the same time because at the end of the day you want my music on there. Most of the times, y'all
That's
want my
just like
music on
that's
there.
just like fighting for a pay raise if you got a job and
That's
you
crazy,
want a
young
pay
boss.
raise.
I was trying to let them finish, but I was about to say that because I was like, it's like it's like going to work. Don't nobody really could talk about this, but it's like going to work. I work so I can eat. But at the same time, these niggas taxing my pay. How the fuck do you think you should get some of what the fuck I work for, nigga? You should get your ass out there and work for it yourself. Like, why the fuck you taxing everybody check and think you know what I'm saying? Like, and half of this, then you get taxed when you go to when you go buy some shit. You feel me? You taxing all around. Then they say, well, this is that, this and the third. It's not really complaining. It's what's right. Right is right. Fair is fair. So if motherfuckers come
It's
together,
complaining because it's their money. It's their
It's
it's
not
money.
not.
their
It's
It's
money if
not
it,
it's your
necessary.
it's
How
their
is
music.
platform,
but how is that if
It's
how
man.
is
your
it
music
they
though.
money?
They made a
How is it
platform
they
to
money
promote your music.
if people
It,
is spending money with me,
Niggas only on a platform to hear your music.
right? If
my
niggas spending
dog.
money with me, I'm
All
using
right,
their
so
platform. It's not like they splitting this shit 50-50. You get what I'm
so
saying? It's not even like that. Like I can see if you using the argument, it's like, all right, they using you using their platform to get out there. You feel me? But it ain't
so
even really
so
like that. It's like the platform is for the artist. The artist is what make the platform. They would be nothing without the artist. You feel
all right,
me?
so
It could
I
be a
got a
Facts.
whole nother
question
That's
then.
fucking
facts.
platform. You feel me? It could be
I
a whole
got
nother platform where everybody just decide, man, we going over here. This
Hold
shit
on, baby.
easy. We ain't even got to do shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit easier than what the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? Like or I like this better. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about like everybody got to be accommodated. You feel me? Like it ain't really
I got
complaining
a
when
question then. How much does it cost for them to have everybody music? Like what does Spotify have to put up for to maintain like
You gotta look up you
And now
gotta
that's
look
where
up
that's yeah.
you gotta look up first of all, you gotta look up how much you pay each person pay for individual whatever
Be quiet,
accounts.
okay?
And you
yeah, a month.
multiply
User
that
account.
times how many people signed up, that's how much money they making a month.
no, I'm saying what does it cost them to run
It
Spotify?
don't cost a lot. I guarantee you, it don't cost a lot. It at most they had to buy some servers, some IT
Mm-hmm.
guys, some
Mm-hmm. That's like
marketing,
100,000 each person.
But that's what I'm
web
saying though.
design.
Like they spending so much money. I know they losing a lot of money with a lot of artists out here too though. So like I mean
Not
I kind of
necessarily
feel
when
like
you
Rocky. Like when you on they stuff, they got the hand to do what they want to do with it.
Like, how can you tell somebody that they gotta pay you more on their platform? Like, you can't tell
That's
nobody
not what
that.
I'm saying. My only thing with it
That's
is like
complaining. Like,
I feel
that's
like
why I
it's I
said
feel like it's about knowing your worth
it
though. I
would
feel like it's two
require
different
you
arguments. So I get
somebody
what
to
you're saying.
present a
It's not saying
lawsuit.
like so I feel like you said I feel like it's different because I'm not a customer, my nigga. I'm not a fucking customer. I can't like a customer can't
You
tell me
are
what
though.
something
You
should
You
be.
paid a
are a
But
customer.
subscription.
if it's my product, I'm telling you my motherfucking worth. And you ain't even giving me half of that, nigga. I'm not even coming to the table and
thank
saying
you.
you need to
That's what
give me
I'm
this,
trying to say.
but you're not even giving me what I am worth, what I am generating for your
yo,
company. You're gonna give
yo,
me pennies of that.
you know
That's
how
my
you just,
argument. That's not complaining.
you know how bruh said a job, right? Like, you can go get a job, right? And you can go quit,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they don't care because you easily replaceable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're easily replaceable. They got rappers lined up. You know what I'm saying? So like, they got artists lined up. So like, what artists got to do is educate ourselves, like what we're doing now, and learn how to, you feel me, create alternative for situations like this where people can come to a platform that's artists, you feel me, driven and operated by, you feel me, and all our shit on there. You feel me? Instead of
Mm-hmm.
somebody who never did music, that never don't care about music, all he care about the money he can make off music. Cause he outsmarted all of us. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So we gotta outsmart them. And that is my take on it and not complain about it. Cause it's their platform and you easily replaceable.
Well, let's say this too though. I agree with I'm not disagreeing with nothing you said. I agree. I agree with that. But I disagree with the only thing I disagree with you saying is about the complaining part. I don't feel like it's complaining because you're talking about it. If and that be the thing because niggas that stay quiet about some shit and shit'll never be on the table, and then niggas be like, yo, we don't never talk about this and wonder why niggas be behind or why niggas ain't coming up with solutions. You feel me? So you gotta put this shit on the table. Niggas gotta talk about how they feel. Niggas gotta talk about what's going on and you know what I'm saying? Like put everything up on the table. Now that's
Hey,
But
what
I
bro.
makes it
Hey,
think,
you
difficult
know
but
what
I
I'm
too.
think
saying?
that's
Like,
what makes it complaining when you keep saying stuff and you not doing
like
nothing
that's what
about
I'm
it.
saying. Like,
That's
you
what
can
he's
talk
saying.
about it and put it in the music. Put
But
it in
what
the
I'm saying,
music.
I'm saying us,
You
like
could
what
put
he
it in the
just said. He said
music,
us
and
coming
people gonna
together. This is
feel
a
you.
spot. This is a platform. This is a spot. It's a platform. So us, this is a spot for artists, like you said, to come and become educated, right? So if we
Facts.
put it on the table of how we feel, like it's not like we saying it like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
something that we
yeah.
talk about all the
No,
time, and it's something that
yeah,
we
he
complaining.
not
I'm just
necessarily
speaking right
saying
now.
we
I'm speaking
complaining.
from a
He
personal.
just saying
I'm speaking from
period.
No, no, no. I ain't saying like y'all complain. I'm talking about like if
in
we
general.
like
I
just
know, I
take
know,
that
I know. That's
idea.
what, and that's why I'm trying to clear it up. I know that's why I'm trying to clear it up. That's what I'm trying to tell Mac. That's what I'm clear it up. I'm saying from a personal perspective. I feel like right now we putting it on the table to say how we feel about it. You get what I'm saying? And that's a way to get to a solution. You get what I'm saying? Like Rocky said, like I agree with half of the shit he's saying, so I know in my mind like what we can do. You know what I'm saying? And stuff that because I feel like we kind of subconsciously when you're a new artist, you kind of get caught up where you kind of like it's like being in a society where you don't agree with all the rules and you might not agree with the whole money system, whatever. But nigga, you gotta survive, so you gotta make money.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? To survive, it's the same thing. It's like the Spotify shit. You might not agree with everything or iTunes or whatever the case may be, but you know, as a new artist to get out there, where how everything's set up right now, you gotta put yourself in certain situations to get out there. Now later on, whatever you do, when you get to a certain point, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta start somewhere. You feel me? So I definitely get it.
I got a question, like tying back to, should you remove and what India Ari was saying. So just like a job, if you ask for a raise and they say no, are you willing to quit? Like, are you willing to remove your music from
So
Spotify if they say no?
first of all, with that being said, you don't ever go into no meeting about getting no raise, and just asking for one out of nowhere.
Right.
You
You
would
gotta
have
have
had you
something
you got
first.
you first of all you gotta put in work, be on time, all that shit, you know what I'm talking about. And then you gotta like write that shit down. When you go in that meeting, you go in there knowing your worth. You like, nigga, I do this, and I get paid like I only do this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you go in there. So that's why I said it would have to be a lawsuit. It would have to be some major artist that has sold something or done something on their own, and then they compare it to what Spotify or Apple Music or something is doing, and then they can prove that them motherfuckers is jugging us. If
Nah, for
they
sure. But
if you can prove that shit that they jugging us, that we not getting our fair share of our creative works, then by all means I'm all for that shit. But it don't make no sense for us to just pull out like artists to pull their music because somebody said something. That just sound like we boycotting one person or we boycott.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how many people that said some shit you don't agree with? You just don't watch their shit. You just don't.
You just
That's how.
don't watch they shit.
Yeah, you just don't watch it.
Like,
Don't support
why
it.
you even watching that shit? Why you so in your feelings off what this man said? Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, it's the attack on free speech. If you ask me, like, motherfuckers say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? But like, but get
Don't
to
mean
this
I
back
gotta
to the
kick it
artist
with.
point. Yeah, I ain't gotta
That's
kick it
all I'm
with you. I ain't
saying.
gotta support you. I don't
I
gotta
think
watch
though,
you
I think the only thing though within this argument, you know what I'm saying, is kind of difficult is even when you compare it to a job and you got numbers to go off of. I know how many hours I worked that year. I can calculate when I was on time. I can
You gotta
calculate all
know
this shit.
that
You
shit.
can't calculate
Yeah.
none of this shit when from this website. You can't go in there and be like, yeah, I deserve a raise because of this. But at the same time, that don't necessarily mean you still
because
getting what you deserve. You get what I'm saying, or
if
what you
you
should
ain't
get paid.
if you ain't the most streamed artist, man, you can't go in there and say shit. If you
That's
ain't
what
the
I'm saying.
weekend right
That's
now or
basically my
Justin
point.
Bieber,
Like even that's
you
basically
gotta
my
be
point.
one of
Mac.
them
Like
two niggas.
even if you got some type
If
of
they ain't
numbers or
saying
whatever,
shit, they
you
don't give a
still ain't
fuck about
right.
what
You can't.
nobody else
It ain't
saying.
nothing you can ask for. That's what I'm saying. That's basically my point. You can't ask for no raise with them. It's nothing
You
you can.
don't
You can
ask for a
and then
raise. I would
like
just say that.
not in the
You
literal
don't
sense, not in the
ask
literal sense,
for
but
a
you get what I'm
raise.
saying. You got to
You
go off of
go
numbers
and
and shit
you
like
go
that. You got to
You
demand
take it.
one because you got the right to. You don't just walk in there and be like, pay me more. No,
That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying
I
is
get
like
what
far
you're
as your
saying,
numbers,
but
you
you
got to
don't
have your
ask
numbers and
for no,
shit right.
don't ever
You got to go in
ask
there
for no
like, yeah,
raise.
you
You
need to
tell them
pay
I
me
need,
this
give
because
me some
I
more
got this
money.
certain amount of fans, or I bring this like my brand is doing this. You feel me? I feel like they still wouldn't even What they gonna do? What they gonna pay you? They not gonna pay you more. Like they're not gonna give me no. They're not gonna give me no goddamn. Hey, I'm gonna give you this $2 million advance because you know what I'm saying. Like no, we're not.
Man,
And that's like with this music shit with Spotify, how everything's set up. You're not getting that. So it's like to even like I get what Rocky's saying as far as like why he's saying people complaining because you're not gonna shake them. You're not moving nothing with that unless you're doing like
you
how
ain't moving, you
Young
ain't
Vaughn
doing
said,
nothing.
or
It
niggas
gotta
get
be
together
legal.
and pull off like everybody like man, all the big artists just pull y'all music off. You feel me? Fuck these niggas. And then like a big artist or something start their own shit. I don't know, like something. I don't know
It
something
gotta
different.
be the Weeknd or Justin Bieber, bro.
That's what title was supposed to be.
They was trying to do, but it was I don't know what I don't know. It
I
was
think
They
I feel
Biggie
pay
like
did
artists
I feel
too.
like
more,
title was too hard to like get to. It was one of them things that was too hard
Title,
to
but
get to
but
find.
like,
title was fucked up because they made you get off everything else and just use their platform. And title don't
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
release on everybody shit.
they don't
They just
release
release
everybody's shit,
on
right?
they release on certain shit, and that's it. You ain't nigga. It's some stuff that's on title that ain't on nowhere else, nigga. Because of
Yeah,
Rock Nation and all that shit. So you gotta. I feel like I said, it gotta be legal, man. It gotta be some. It got somebody gotta have the gumption enough to hire a lawyer, hire a data team to track this data for their work and for their music, and be able to compare the two and say, look, this is what this is how it look when somebody do it the right way. This is what y'all doing, and then be able to prove to the world that motherfuckers is jugging motherfuckers. If they can prove that shit,
yeah.
it's a whole nother ball game. I'm all for it. I'm out there with my picket signs and everything. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, because it don't make no sense for a nigga to have 100,000 streams and only make $200.
I
You know what
feel
I'm
you on
saying?
that, bro.
Man.
It
I
don't
feel
make
you on that.
it don't make sense. So it don't make
But at the
sense to
same
At
it
all.
don't
time,
make sense to do all that marketing and promotion and get all that damn them views and
facts,
likes and shit,
But
facts.
and
I
then
feel
you
like
can't
niggas that
even
show you
pay a
that though. Niggas
bill
that
with the
show you. Don't
money.
get me wrong. Like y'all just spoke about it. Tory Lanez when he dropped his one of them albums, he did it for like $1 or some shit. 1 million people bought it. That's $1 million in his pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All off the brick that lets you know already, like nigga numbers ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? Because if a
Yeah,
person buys something
Bruh,
for a
he
dollar,
dropped an album for
nigga
a
buy some shit
dollar
for a
and made
dollar,
a
and I
million
sell.
dollars.
If I stream, like streams to me is like sales. It
That's
should
what
be
y'all
like
should
sales,
be
but they
focused
they
on,
finesse
though.
that. So
that's what I'm
Yeah, but
saying.
you
Like,
gotta build a fan base. He also did that with
but that
marketing
can
though.
be your
He
new
put money
business
in the
model. See,
market.
listen, hold on, like that can be your new business model though. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta think. We in a whole new, it's a digital world. Like all this shit, we gotta take advantage of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like take advantage of the knowledge we know, bro, and just apply that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we can
Fact.
create the new business model. We don't
yeah,
have to
and that's
keep
what I
trying to do another business model that other people doing. We businesses. We ain't just
True.
artists no more. You know what I'm saying?
thank
Like
you.
we gotta think, we gotta know how to use the technology
We
to
ain't
help
just
our benefit.
artists. You know what I'm
But that
saying?
part that part that he just said, like
Hey man,
we
listen.
gotta stamp
Hey,
that
I'm
shit.
Cincinnati, man. You feel me? Hey,
Hey, I fuck with
we
it.
out
No,
here.
but
You
for sure,
feel me?
like
Hey, you
that
get
no
what I
that
was saying,
that
so I
part
ain't
you just
tripping.
said got to be that shit
I'm
should be
with you.
bolded.
Yeah,
That shit should be
stupid.
bolded. Nigga said,
I'm
like for
with
real,
you.
we
I'm right
businesses.
there
We
with you.
definitely like I'll be saying this all the time. Like we gonna somebody, one of us gonna like all of us, we can create the business model. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like it's gonna get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, normalize what you say, normalize all this making money directly from fans. You know what I'm saying? That's what the
Facts.
fuck we need to be trying to
Facts.
do. That's the goal.
That's what we be trying to do.
Go
So
get y'all
we
new
it's a
fans
new
merch. Go
business
get y'all
model,
new
man.
fans merch.
We ain't
That's
gotta be
right.
trying to do that. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a whole new way of doing things. Like educate yourself on the technology. You feel me? And that's all learn how to apply the shit. And we gotta support each other. Shit. If you drop one, I gotta buy one for you. You drop one, I gotta buy one for you. Same shit. Like how we supporting each other with this shit. That's the only way how it's gonna work.
Big facts on that shit too.
Yeah.
Like
You feel
I
we gotta show the
100%
people.
agree with that shit.
Like
Like
we the cool people. You gotta understand. Like we the cool people. We make shit cool. So we
Mm-hmm.
gotta show the sheep what's cool. Yeah, it's different. Cause we cool, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we gotta do.
For
Real
sure.
shit though.
For
that made
sure.
me think of Big Crit video, but that's a side topic. That's a hard shit. And they got a video where that nigga. You gotta look at that. It's called "I'm So Cool." Go watch that shit. That shit funny as hell.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check this shit out. But nah, man, for real, man, because I want us to win, bro. I don't want us to be
Mhm.
complaining and shit. I want us to
For
be
sure.
like, you know what? That's what y'all doing. Oh, we finna go do this though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
y'all doing
saying?
that over
Like,
there. Y'all complaining,
y'all
but
doing that over there.
we got this bag over here.
We got this bag over here. We doing this. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what we got to be doing.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Real
I'm
shit.
all for that. I definitely agree with that. The support each other shit.
Oh, and I want to go
Nigga,
back though.
so
I want
soon
to
as
say
I'm
this too.
able, I'm about to have gear from all y'all.
I
Think
want
I'm
to
bullshitting.
say this
Soon as
for
Real
I,
real.
talk.
soon as
Cause,
it,
hey, we all in different cities and states and shit. Like, I don't know where the hell
mismatch
most of y'all
designer.
at.
That's
So
how I'm gonna
like,
call it.
y'all can
I
come
want to
Yeah.
say this,
invade
y'all. Before we get
invade
off
this
topic,
city. Yeah.
I feel
Go
like
ahead.
India Arido back to her. Like I feel like what she doing. If I'm a fan, like, cause we talk. I feel like we've been talking the whole time from the artist perspective. But if I'm going into fan mode, as a fan, I agree 100% what she doing. I support 100% what she doing. You get what I'm saying? As a fan, like
Mhm.
if you a real fan, you gonna support it. You get what I mean? So I understand her stance on it. As an artist, my stance on it is a little bit different. You feel what I'm saying? And it's crazy how like I say this shit all the time. Like to me, every situation is situational. So with it, just and within this situation, it's two like perspectives I gotta look at it from, like as a fan and as an artist. You feel me? So I definitely feel like I'm tied between the two because I fucks with her heavy, but as an artist right now, you gotta do what's best for
I
me
feel,
and my brand. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like it
So
hurt. I feel like it hurt the fans more than anything though,
I mean, not
because
Yeah,
I
necessarily. I
mean,
cause
mean, it
if
depends
you
on
look
where you.
at
Cause
if
like
you look
me,
at
I'm
all the
not like
artists taking
everybody else
stuff
though, bro.
down,
I ain't gonna lie. As a fan, I ain't like everybody else. I go to YouTube for shit. So YouTube got every goddamn thing. All
that's what I'm
NDRE that you
saying
listen to
though.
is
But
on YouTube.
YouTube is another Spotify.
No, but what I'm saying is though, like you not lying about that, but we ain't talking about YouTube right now in that
But
context.
but
But
I'm
what I'm
saying once
saying
you
is like she ain't
Spotify will
take
be the
her
start, then
argument
it'll
ain't
be
the
next thing,
argument
then the
ain't
next thing.
no, that's real. But the argument ain't, you know what I'm saying? Did she take her shit down from YouTube?
man,
Right now, like what I listen to her shit on is on YouTube. So right now I can find her shit. Now if she remove it, you know what I'm saying? Then the nigga would have to just find out where I got. If I want to listen to it that bad, I gotta find out where I can find it at. You
Yeah,
feel
but
me?
you
So
got you got to
right.
think about the fans. If everybody do that, like kind of like time back to what Ella was saying, fans will support you. But how long they gonna support you? Like, damn, I gonna pay $10 for this person I like. Then I gotta pay $10 for this person too. Damn, this person too. It's so many artists now that people like, so it make it a little difficult to do that.
but that's what
And
I feel
fans
like
is
the
wishy
subscription
washy.
that's where the subscription come in though. You get what I'm saying? That's where the subscription come in
Like
though. Like if a nigga
keep
if
it
I got a
on
million
there. Like,
fans, if I got a million fans and I say, hey, I'm gonna do $1 subscription, you feel me? That's $1 from each fan. But it's so much shit that come in that package. You know what I'm saying? That they come with that. So like it just depends. If they really want it, they want some free merch,
But,
they want this, then the third, they might want to get a chance to get some free tickets, get a
but
chance
then
to get come out and
think
see me.
about
You know what I'm saying? Like different
all
shit.
that you
Like
saying you putting in there. Is you really gonna make that money? Because that's a lot of shit
but
for
I
just a
feel
dollar.
like if I got a
I
million
was about to
fans,
say,
right?
even then, like, that's still a lot of artists. Like, I probably got 50, 60, 70 different artists just thinking off the top of my head, downloaded on my Apple Music right now. I'm not paying 60 something dollars for subscription to the music.
Nah,
That's
you
just
not.
that's
me talking to somebody that listens to music. Not doing that. When I can pay Apple Music 10, $15 for a subscription and listen to everybody.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. That's
that's
the
that's
whole
what why
point.
we
And
said
that's why I said what I
keep it
said, where
on
artists
there.
need to figure out a way to get the platforms to pay us more. It's not complaining when it's our art in
And
the
if
first
you
place. That's
and
like saying,
I assume
Uh,
if they do pay us more, the subscription for Spotify and Apple Music and shit gonna go up. It's gonna
look,
go up.
I ain't saying I don't want no more money. I
Oopie.
definitely want them to give me some more money. But what I'm gonna do is go make another bag too, because I'm not trying to just rely on one income. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that.
You're not gonna get rich trying to get million streams and all this one shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you're not, you feel me? We gotta create multiple bags, create multiple lanes. Like, don't just focus on this one to be like put all your attention and focus on you need to pay me more, you need to pay me more. No, man, go get another bag. Go get another bag. Go get another bag, because you still gonna get that. And when it's there, it's there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, you feel me? And that's just how I feel about the shit,
I
honestly.
think
But when it comes to Annie and I
Okay.
read, like, she, oh man, she been getting all these $1 million checks from Spotify. Now she wanna come say some shit. Like, come on now. Like, I ain't fucking with that shit. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
yeah,
You
cause
get
she
what I'm
not
saying?
getting
It
them
it
checks
ain't
like she
take
used to get
it
no
ain't
more.
take you 10 years to know you was
That
getting paid pennies and shit.
exactly.
It did
Exactly what
not take
Rabbo
her 10
said.
years,
She
bro.
mad because she ain't getting paid. The only reason she said so is because she ain't getting a check like that. Like
Yeah, she
You
not
get what I'm
getting them no
saying?
more.
she not top Billboard top 100 top 200 nigga. She ain't even close to that shit. So that's why it's an issue for her because I feel like she's already established her fan base. She can literally she can do what she want to do. Like ain't she ain't gonna gain no more new fans or lose no fans from what
Yeah,
she did because
if
she
you
everybody that
making
listen to her already know who she is. She
Bro,
not
that's
putting
what I'm
out
saying.
yeah.
and it's
She
like
ain't
if
putting out new
somebody
music.
somebody making like a million, somebody making 1 million whatever off of Spotify, why the hell they gonna listen to me telling them take this shit up? They like shit. I'm eating on here.
Right. So, like, keep it on there. You feel me? Like, cause when it's gonna it's you know what I'm saying, it's a stream of money. Keep it on there. You feel me? We ain't saying that, but like, we ain't finna just be boycotting cause any I read, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect, doing this shit. But she doing it for her own agenda though. Like, man, I ain't finna get caught up with other people's agendas. Like, we don't
Right.
gotta get caught up in all these celebrities' agendas and shit, man. Where was they at 10 years ago? You been to you was getting paid pennies. You ain't say shit when the shit first when they made Spotify. You like, nah, they trying to make this bullshit ass platform. You wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't for all that shit. I ain't for all these celebrities' agendas. You know what I'm saying? We ain't for that shit this year. I ain't doing it. What we gonna do is create platforms, create different incomes for ourselves. Okay, multiple incomes for ourselves, and we gonna support each other. I'm gonna buy all y'all shit, y'all whatever the fuck y'all got going on. I'm support y'all. Show the love back, cause we gotta build our own community. We can't be sitting here whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause them folks gonna do what they do anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
I,
can
I
feel
got a
that.
I got a quick question. Like, I feel like the heat is on Spotify right now and how much they pay artists, but YouTube actually pays less than Spotify.
That's because
uh,
YouTube is about views and the way that shit is set up. You get views on for 30 seconds and get a whole view. So they pay so much more or less than Spotify or something because you gotta listen to damn near a minute of the song before you actually figure out what the song talking about.
I think it's
Yeah,
30 seconds for Spotify too, though.
that's another. But see, that's another. You dealing with MP4s and shit. You're not dealing with MP3s and waves and shit like that. They dealing with videos, strictly videos,
like
and
one.
the way that shit work is subscribers. If you get enough subscribers, then YouTube will pay you to make content. Other than that, you just making content trying to build a fan base, just like on any other motherfucking media.
A fucking platform.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
about it's about your audience, man. Once you get your audience, you have more leverage. Like Boss was like young Boss Crook was saying earlier. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have a leverage to do all that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, fuck all these platforms. No, they're not paying us no money. Yes, I don't give a fuck about none of them, but it's about your brand and how and you gotta know, believe in your brand enough to know that you're gonna get it to a certain level that you want to give it to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Stepping
yeah, they
stone.
don't know your worth. Of course, they don't know your worth. You feel me? But you gotta show them your worth. You feel me? You gotta put a dent in they shit when it matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and think different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2022. Like, man, learn the technology. Learn how Spotify even got created. What's the technology behind fucking Spotify? That's what we need to be learning. You know what I'm saying? So we can fucking create our own fucking Spotify. Artist
Hmm.
side, whatever the fuck it's gonna be called. Artist, what
That's
I
what
say
I've been
earlier,
saying. That's what
name
I've
it
been
that. You
saying
know
this
what
whole
I'm
time. I've been saying so that way niggas can
saying?
get
You
paid
feel me? It's the
directly.
technology. That's all they got over us. It's the technology and the knowledge of it. So we need that. We need to think more tech savvy, get more business savvy, and we already got the talent. Just learn how to monetize this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I want us all to win. You feel me? So
I'm all for that. I ain't opposed to them paying me no more money either. I'm go ahead and drop somebody who sue their ass so I can get paid straight
What you
up.
think, Ella? Yeah.
You muted.
Immediately.
I said about what specifically? We done talked about so much.
Oh, nah, I was just out, I wanted to make sure you included.
Oh yeah, no, I personally I don't know. Other than what I already said, the only other thing I could really say about this topic is speaking on making a app. If niggas was to make an app, I honestly think what should happen with that is like I was saying, pay the artist when you like, oh, I want Beyonce on here, I want Nicki Minaj on here, whoever. You paying them however much money they worth to like bring. Like people gonna pay a subscription to hear them. So but you gotta pay them their worth. Like I don't think it's fair to be paying people 15 cents. I just think we need a new app if that's the case. If y'all think anything else complaining, I think we need a new app. That's what I think.
hey man, you know
Yeah,
the riches and the niches. You feel me? Like if you get you a niche of people to buy your shit, man, you set. You aiming for the world, man, you gonna always miss.
yeah, but I think too, like I think you just said you see that's crazy. You said that now. I'm thinking of like even for this Spotify shit, even with all this shit, like you shooting for something that's kind of like you gotta
Realistic numbers, realistic goals, man.
yeah, like you like
Straight up.
people shooting for shit that ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause deep inside, it's like going to work and like being like, man, I need to be the manager. But nigga, you ain't putting no work in. It's your first
The,
day at work,
the first
motherfucker.
day
Like,
on the
nigga,
job.
you might know you a leader, but niggas, they gotta see this shit. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see you. We know we dope, but we gotta prove this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then once you show your
First day
work,
on the
then
job, like, man, you know what? I got some ideas. Y'all should just go ahead, maybe.
real shit. Like, I can clean things up around here.
Yeah, I mean, and when you think about it, any big job like it's the same thing. You getting pennies for what you doing. Any big job, really.
But it's in front of you though. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like,
Compared to
bro,
what they making off your ass.
So what?
you signing your
So
business on there, or whatever. But they telling you, hey, look, you getting paid this. This is what your
so
job
what you do?
entails. You're gonna be doing this. You feel me? When most people doing Shopify and all this other shit, they don't know what it comes with. You get what I'm saying? Most niggas don't even know how much they get paid per song, or how much Spotify paying per song. You get
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
Rocky is really right about the educating yourself though,
Facts.
because
That's basically my
I feel
my
like
point. You feel what I'm saying? Like we gotta
in real life, to speak for personal experience, right? Whenever you hit a ceiling at any career, any job you at, the first thing they gonna tell you why you don't go back to school and get a and get a degree, a certification, some kind of
You up?
training, something,
You ain't sleep
so
yet?
that you can boost yourself to the next level to get paid more. So when he said learning what they doing, learning how to manipulate the game and stuff, like I feel like you we in an awkward position as artists. We want to be artists, but I feel like right now it'll benefit us more to learn how this shit work
right.
and master that shit. So where we can charge other motherfuckers for the knowledge that we know, right? Look,
Thank you.
you know what I'm
Basically,
saying?
just
Because
and
It's
that's
the
we
and
kind of
I
at the
feel like this
head of
shit
the
ties in real
problem.
life though too though. I feel like it ties in real life because as people we tend to depend on or want to depend on too much shit or other people. And it just gets to the fact of like, well damn, if I learn the knowledge of it, I can be the main source. You know what I'm saying? I can be the source of it. I can create my own. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Why buy gas when you can have a fucking oil field? You know what I'm saying? Why invest in fucking rubber when you can have a rubber plantation? You know what I'm saying? Like it's I feel what he's saying because I feel like we get lost in the fact in the problem and not worried and not too so consumed with trying to figure out how to fix it. And I feel like we get enough people and enough minds on the same problem doing the same thing, educating ourselves. then we can spearhead the whole a whole movement. Uh, with artists pretty much selling themselves, their brands and things without with minimal interference, laissez faire. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, niggas know what that. You know what that means? It means minimal government interference. Niggas like, nah, I'm fucking with your shit.
Yeah.
Long story short, like I said, I think the source of fixing this problem is finding out how the shit work and then manipulating the game to your benefit. If you can learn how to do that, then by all means, share, put that shit in a video, a tutorial, and then you can sell that shit or something. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna get fixed because we come together and walk away from Spotify. That ain't gonna fix it. The only way to fix it is if we somehow find a way to spearhead a platform that is artist funded and artist paid. So artists put their money into it and they get paid off the amount of money, marketing, whatever the fuck they do through the damn platform, and they get a nice little size check out that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the reason why we had this problem with Spotify is because Spotify is like a big ass ad campaign. You basically put your money in to be able to submit your music, and then they do all the damn work for you. That's why they taking all our damn money. They take all the damn money, and then they like, here go your part. All you did was record it, mix it, and master it. Fucking make a cover. It's and that's all. Like, you ain't do shit. You know
and
what I
they
mean?
trying to
That's
make
it.
money too though.
Yeah, exactly. But see, they making it. The reason why they charging us so much is because they made it easier for us as independent artists to be able to submit our music. That's why
Facts.
they feel obligated today of their particular portion. So
Facts.
but I honestly feel like if they made that shit more user friendly to where we had access to more shit, they would have to pay us more. They would have to do shit like that. So, like I said, Rice said hit the nail on the head. We gotta learn what they know. We learn what they know, then we can sit at the table with them and have a serious discussion, a serious
Facts.
debate, right?
Niggas ain't
So,
sitting at the table once we learn what we know, nigga. I'm over here, you over there, nigga. That's just how it is, motherfucker.
That's what they
Like,
saying
hey,
though. That's what they saying. They like
Rabbo,
fuck that.
yeah, that's what they say.
exactly,
Man,
We
nigga.
on the top
Exactly,
floor.
Red. So
Y'all
why the
can't
fuck
even
I'm
get
gonna
in
try
the
to come sit
building.
at the
Look at
table,
that.
nigga?
for real.
Nigga, I'm Pepsi, you Coca-Cola, bitch. Goddamn, we at war, motherfucker. Goddamn, we competitive.
Yeah,
Nigga.
whoa.
Goddamn, I don't need shit to say to you, motherfucker.
Man.
But yeah, that's the key to everything. I feel like educating yourself, learning. We call that shit in my job. We call that being a lifelong learner, bro. Don't assume you got the golden key to how to blow up and make millions of dollars being an artist. Cause them niggas be finessing the game too. They get advances, all kind of shit that they gotta pay back. Nigga, that's a
All right, and
loan.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie too. You know, I ain't
That's a
trying to be an
loan.
asshole, be funny. And if you're an artist and you know what I'm saying, you can't really read like that, you got a problem reading, get you around some educated people that can goddamn put you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Can help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of
You
niggas that
ain't
don't
lying
like
about
reading,
that
don't like
either.
can't read. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like, you know what I mean? So get around some motherfuckers that know what they're doing and know what they're talking about. So you can get yourself educated at least. You know what I'm saying? At least pay attention. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Learn, listen, at
Facts.
least listen. You know what I'm saying? There's different
Facts.
ways of learning.
I think
Yeah.
Ryan Leslie explained it the best when he was saying that he actually tried to do that. He tried to take his music out of, iTunes and the streaming platforms, and he ran into a roadblock. And I feel like, the reason he was saying the reason why he was still able to make millions independently is because he he created an experience for his fans that couldn't be replicated on those platforms.
Customer service. Customer service. You gotta have something ain't nobody else giving out or dishing out. And that's kind of like where it is.
And I want to
Like,
ask Ella something. Ella, you said you got like 60, 70 people that you listen to, that you got your playlist, right? But
Mhm.
how many of them would you actually pay to
Good.
go see
Make you
perform?
tired.
What?
That's all right. We about to get to it.
Earlier you were saying that you had
I
like
heard that part. I
Got
ain't hear the
60.
school
question.
tomorrow. You on a podcast
How
still?
many of them would you actually pay to go see perform? Like how many of them would you pay to go see perform?
All right.
It honestly depends on the artist. I would pay however much Beyonce's charging to see her perform because she's an awesome performer. But
And
I
also,
wouldn't.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I wouldn't necessarily pay to go see like Ella May. I like her music, but I don't want to watch her sing. I don't know.
That's what I'm about to say. Performing and streaming somebody's music is different.
Yeah, like
No,
Beyonce,
Like,
that's
that
a
wasn't the reason
whole.
why I was asking though. I was just
She a
talking
whole
about
show. But
yeah,
I was talking about more so too though, like what Rocky was saying earlier about when you got a certain like when you got the high fans, you feel what I'm saying? Like they gonna actually pay to come see you. You know what I mean? Like even
yeah,
if you're not a great performer, a lot like it's a lot of niggas who don't perform great, but they be having the show packed the fuck out. Why? Because they got fans. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like their music. So like it's definitely a difference between performing and streaming, but that wasn't my point. You feel me? Like my point was like, you know what I mean, if somebody really fuck with you, they gonna come pay for that. Like I
but
listen to certain people, but
I was about to say I don't know.
I
Cause I
wouldn't
really fuck with both of their music like on the same level. I don't listen to either of them more than the other, cause that's just how it is. But I would pay to go see Beyonce perform and not LMA. I don't really listen to either of them though, to be honest with you. Like
You a hot audience, then you a hot fan for Beyonce. You'll spend your money with her.
I wouldn't though. I only been to Beyonce's concert because somebody gave me a $400 ticket, so I went for free. I would only go to her concert because
yeah.
I know she's captivating. I don't spend my money on anybody's concerts. If you want me to be honest, I've never paid for a concert in my life.
That's because he up there casting spells, but
That's
I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna do
saying. And
it.
that's what I'm saying. If artists ain't doing stuff like that, how you think somebody gonna pay to see you? That makes no
Hmm.
sense to me. Like that makes no sense. If you doing that to other artists, oh, I ain't gonna pay for this. I ain't gonna pay for that. I ain't gonna pay for that. Then ain't nobody gonna pay for your shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying? So
true and it's
like,
not
you
true. It
gotta
depends.
support other artists. Artists gotta go back and support other artists. You know what I'm saying? Especially independent artists, industry artists support the artists. They do verses. Come over here, dab into my audience. Boom, 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 boom. Make the label a whole bunch of money. Like we can do the same thing. Like you feel me? Because you got an audience, I got an audience. If not, people see that we working together, and that's just positivity. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but
So
I ain't
like
gonna
we,
lie too though. I think it's a difference too between like being a fan mode and being an artist mode. Because at the end of the day, like when I'm in fan mode, I listen to music differently than how I listen to music when I'm in artist mode. You get what I'm saying? So it's two different things to me. You feel me? Like I feel like you could be a fan of somebody, but then when like, and I can support you, but then I'm in artist mode, I can feel a completely different way about some shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so I feel like it's different.
I
But I
can
feel like
how
agree
you
with
I
bought
feel
some,
that.
like
how you bought an artist stuff before? Like
what you say?
what artists is what concert have you been to?
I've never been to a concert in my life. That's something
I
like
went
you know
to
what I'm saying.
Yo Gotti.
Like
I've
I've
been,
never experienced that. That's
I've
something I definitely want to experience. I never been to a concert, like no show, nothing. Like you know what I'm saying. That's something I definitely want to experience. But
Yo
like
Gotti, Lil Flip, Zero, uh, Charlie Boy, Big Tut. But these is the only reason I was there because I was performing. Like
Nice.
it wasn't,
Right.
but I like these artists, so I stuck around
Yeah.
to see their show or whatever. But though I would say this, he right. If you got super fans, they're gonna support you no matter what. They don't care if that shit in the hole in the wall club or it's at fucking blues, the House of Blues, whatever. They gonna come. But I also feel like a lot of that shit is pre work done before, like it's because they dropped so many music, so much
Mm-hmm.
song. It's because they built a fan base. It's because they did a lot of the stuff we doing right now a long time ago to be able to pull up to a show and shit. They didn't do no promotion. The promoter did all the work. All they did was have to show up and get paid. And I feel like at the end of the day, like I said, it's about educating yourself, knowing how the game work, and using your tools to benefit you. Don't think you know everything and then assume it's only one way to skin the cat. You can do this shit multiple different ways. Nigga, you don't even gotta do music. Your ass can go on a TV show and be an actor. Look at Drake. Look at all these niggas that's on Power and all these other shit, Empire and shit like that. Like nigga, it's
Now they
ways.
artists.
Yeah, it's ways to get where you need to go. It's just what's beneficial. What's gonna get you where you need to go to be able to sell a product and actually have it bought. You know what I'm saying? And
So,
that's where it's at. We can talk about pulling our music all day and doing this and doing that all day. But if you don't got a fan base, you ain't did no work to build a fan base, it's all for naught. You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing a damn thing. You like a windshield wiper in the rain, nigga. All you doing is wiping the water off the car. It's still fucking raining. Like
Facts.
that's all you
Facts.
doing. That's all you doing. Like you ain't making putting no dent in
damn,
nothing.
nigga, it's still wet, nigga, it's still wet.
I swear to God, it should be difficult for independent artists, and we gotta remember that this shit coming out of our pockets. These people that we talking about, these celebrities, they got whole teams and ARs and managers and all kind of shit that go in there and fight for them, lawyers and all kind of shit. So you gotta remember how niggas that's smarter than you around you to fight battles and do things you can't do. And push the limits that you have. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where we at with this discussion. Like she did that because clearly she knows something about her music more than we know, right?
Right.
Clearly, it was
She
going
know
to be
them checks
beneficial.
ain't the same no more.
I can't really
Exactly.
say that though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't want to say that earlier, but I can't really say that. I feel like because her situation could be more so about like kind of how like she feel like she got to a certain point, and then she feel like maybe she want to be the one to stand out. You know what I mean? To pull her shit, and she can't do it. You know what I mean? Like
And
I
it
really
could be a
believe.
publicity stunt for
Yeah, it
her to
could be
come
like
back and
it's a
drop
lot
her
of shit, but
shit
that's why I really ain't
again
want to speak
anyway.
too much on it because I ain't want to down. You know what I mean? Because I fuck with her and I ain't want to make it sound like
Huh?
I'm slurring her name or downplaying her, nothing
Nah,
like
it
that.
ain't
Too. You know what I'm
slurring
saying?
her name to say it ain't doing the same numbers.
It's
It's
all
just
speculation, bro.
it's
It's
Because
so
all
that's what I'm
many.
saying.
speculation.
It's just
Speculation. So
so
it's like I can't
many.
really say that because that's like a false narrative. I don't want to put that on her name. Like when her shit
It's
could be
so
doing numbers,
many
her numbers could be
more
doing better.
artists
I don't
though.
fucking know. I don't know what
When
her
the
numbers
last
is.
time you
You know,
heard somebody say they was just bumping NDIRE?
I ain't gonna lie
That's
on
what
the
I'm
app, on
saying.
the
People
app,
Like,
bro.
didn't know
On the
usually.
app, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You
that's what
on the
I'm
app.
saying. They don't
I
even
done
know
heard
who
a lot
she
of motherfuckers
is.
bumping Indian I read like you know what I'm saying. So I can't even
It's
say
a
I haven't.
it's a whole nother wave of artists just like her right now. It's a whole other. It's like
Facts.
Well, I got one
confidence
more
and shit.
question.
Go
I
ahead.
got a question too, but go ahead, Arma.
Um, all right. So what if all right, NDRE said what she said, but what if somebody more influential like said the same thing? What if Lil Wayne said, "Yeah, I'm about to take mine down too"? You think more
Man, get the
independent
fuck out of
artists would be like on board, or somebody in his caliber, you know,
I don't
if
I
feel
if
feel
like
like
Lil
as an
NDRE
Wayne.
said, "Yo, I'm
independent
about to
Lil
take
though,
Wayne will
mine
never do
down"?
that. He just sold his whole catalog. He
Yeah, he
just
just did. So like,
he just sold his whole
he don't
catalog for
even.
like a
I'm
hundred
just using
million or
him
something.
as an example,
Yeah,
like somebody
He
influential.
wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do
No,
that. He
she
wouldn't
just.
pull his.
I don't
He
think she
wouldn't pull
All
his
necessarily
right,
saying
all
music.
right,
him.
all right.
She just
Just for
saying the name being so
right, she
big.
just
Is what
said it
she
today.
said.
Just for like argument's sake, I would just say I still feel
I
the same
still
way. You know,
wouldn't do
that's
it.
my favorite artist. See the reason
I
why
was
I
about to say
started
I
this
don't think
music shit.
so.
yeah. I
One of the
love
reasons.
Wayne.
So I feel like even if he did it in fan mode, like I said for her, like I would agree. I understand, like if that's what the choice he wanted to make, but I couldn't like as an artist I couldn't follow that. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make me follow it just because he did it because it's like it's still not helping my situation. Just like you know what I'm saying? Like he could just like Young Boss said though, like he got the type of where he could sell his catalog for 100 million. You know, god damn, you know what I'm
That
Mhm.
nigga
saying?
on
Like, you know what I
Michael
mean?
Jackson status, nigga. Real talk.
Like, and I ain't gonna lie,
Right.
like I know why Wayne did it, but I know why Wayne did it. But if I was in the predicament that Wayne was like in, like if I'm able to do that, bro, I'm keeping my catalog. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna pay me 100 million, nigga, shit, I could probably reach 500 million. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even $1 billion off this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It
fuck
might.
that.
I think it's about timing though too. Think of where he
Yeah,
is in his career. Think
for
of where
sure. That's what I'm
like
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, if I
he
could
ain't
build
gonna
up the
ever he ain't
catalog,
gonna
if I
reach
could
the
build up the catalog
level
without in that
he was
situation
at
to make that
ever
decision.
again. Lil Wayne not
Like,
gonna reach the
bro.
level he was ever at again. He done plateaued. So what he
Mm-hmm.
did was took his L's and he was like, look, fuck that streaming shit. I ain't trying to be 60, 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sell my catalog. I'm gonna sell it now. I'm gonna sell it now, and then shit, fuck around. I can buy it back later. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what his mind frame was. That nigga like 40, going on 40 some years old. That nigga, he was like, nigga, this is a business move. Like he ain't all he doing right now is features. I don't even think that nigga dropping albums no more. But
I
he
mean,
doing
but he
features like
still got
motherfucker.
Drake catalog though, right?
No, he sold a lot of his catalog is other people's music too. He owned masters for Nicki Minaj and Drake.
Yeah, I
Drake
believe he
whole
did. I believe he
Drake
sold some.
whole
Yeah, I
So
think he
Far
did.
Gone album, I think, is under Young Money. His whole So Far, the first album Drake dropped is not. It ain't even his.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
What you were saying, Rabbo?
Shoot it. I wanted to ask how much does a subscription for Spotify even cost? How much does a subscription cost?
I think it's
It
like $10
depends.
a month.
It depends on
Let's
it.
just
It
say a
depends
month.
on if you're in college or not. In college, it's like what
Young buck.
Five
7 or 8.
dollars.
Yeah,
Let's say
it's cheap.
all right,
Or if
let's
you can get like a family plan where 6 or 7 people
just
listening to it and
just a
shit.
regular subscription, bro, for one person,
It's like
not in
$12.
college, none of that shit.
He
One
do
person.
say it was a family plan.
I'm just saying it's all kind of
Just for
prices.
one person. Let me say for one person.
I think it's like $12.
All right, $12, right? So $12 you can listen to everybody on Spotify. So that means everybody on Spotify got to get a piece of that $12.
Dude.
How many motherfuckers is on Spotify? That's why you getting paid what you getting paid.
It's oversaturated. That's why I've
That's
been
what I'm
saying that for a
saying.
long time. They need to go. They need to comb through that shit and get
How
all
can
the
you pay?
motherfuckers
How can you
with
pay?
two
How can
two
you pay?
listens and
How can
three
you pay
listens off
millions of
that
artists off
motherfucker.
of $12? Because
But
you
I
right
get
now,
like I feel like when you talking about subscriptions and then you talking about like streams and shit, I feel like they two different things. And I
the
feel like
subscription is what gets your streams.
No, it's not
no,
because
no,
that's
no,
how
it's not.
we
No,
get
it's not
paid at the
because
end of the month.
I
You
don't
get it.
I
You
be
get it.
I be on Spotify. Like when I listen to the new fan shit, I don't fucking pay for Spotify, nigga. I never paid for Spotify in my fucking life. Nigga, I listen to that shit for free.
Well,
Nigga, I
that's
listen every
the people
day.
that ain't paying. They you watching ads and shit.
Like I
Then
just got I
that's
gotta
how
watch
they pay
ads
that.
and shit. I gotta watch
That right.
ads and shit. And that's
Motherfuckers
another
that
way
gotta watch ads ain't listening as much as the motherfuckers that's paying.
Exactly.
nigga, them
That's
ads,
another
nigga,
thing.
that nigga, you can listen to a whole hour for free after you watch a few ads. Nigga, that shit ain't about nothing. I be at work listening to a whole lot of music. Nigga, I don't hear no ads for real, nigga.
Can't listen
I
how
don't.
you want. You can't put a motherfucker on repeat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
That
I
can,
don't
part.
listen to
motherfucker. I put a
Spotify
motherfucker
that
on
much.
repeat quick. Like I just hit back. What the fuck
my
you talking about?
my only point is you can't pay millions of motherfuckers off for $12.
Nah, I got that, but I feel
That's
like
why
it's
that's why I like
But that's how it works though. Every month
that's
when them subscriptions hit every month, that's how we get
but I feel
paid.
like y'all
If
that's
you
y'all
why
thinking
they
about
listen,
it
paying
too
that's
what
how
they
hard.
they
He
get
paying.
looking
paid.
at it. He
Every
thinking about
month
it.
they do a thing.
He thinking about it from matter of fact. Somebody look up and see how many active subscribers is on Spotify. Then you gotta multiply that by motherfucking 12. We ain't even gonna add all the other ridiculous dumbass shit. We're just gonna add that, multiply that by 12. That's the number we need to go off. That $12 shit don't mean nothing because you gotta
Talk
total out
about.
what the fuck they get at the end of the month. Total by everybody.
Are you cold?
I mean, that's where
Yeah.
most of the money coming from, though.
Huh.
Yeah, but what I'm
Well,
saying
where
is
else
that's
is
just
the
like
money
saying,
coming
well,
from?
Tory Lanez say
As of
$12, but the
2021,
nigga listening
Spotify
to
had
artists. You know
180
what I'm
million
saying? Like,
active subscriptions.
180
180.
million.
Yes,
What? Wow. What?
a lot of subscriptions.
Now, how many artists?
Artists, I didn't look that up. Give me 1 second.
probably like a billion. It's like,
Jeez.
How many artists are on Spotify? As of 2020, there were 57,000 artists on Spotify.
That's surprising.
That's it.
dang, that's crazy.
That lets me know we being bamboozled.
I mean, but that was of 2020. The 80 million was in 2021.
It's still
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
it
more.
ain't jump to
I mean,
no
I'm pretty
fucking
sure it ain't close to
180
1,000,000 though.
million though. I know that much. It's more people listening than it is motherfucking making music. Everybody ain't talented shit. We
Nigga, they can give me
assuming
a dollar,
that
motherfucker. Shit. I
we
get a motherfucking
assuming
dollar
that
every month.
They
we
making
Nigga,
assuming
they
that
can't give me a
money.
everybody
motherfucking
works.
dollar every month. Shit, this motherfucker's crazy.
That motherfucker start going off.
So,
I'm just saying we assuming.
but look, that's 180 million
Hell
divided by
no.
that's 180 million divided by 57,000.
No, but you got 180 million times 12, bro.
And
No, he just got
all
a
right.
time.
So times it by 12.
No, I'm
That's what
saying
I'm saying.
I
It
just
ain't a
times
lot.
it by 12.
Dang,
And that's
wow.
And
if
then
you're paying everybody the same thing. Everybody not going to get the same thing because everybody not bringing the same thing to the table.
yeah, I'm about to say, yo,
exactly.
I feel
That's
like so
why
after
you
that, I
getting
feel like after that,
pennies.
that would go off your numbers though. I feel
Oh
like that would go off
shit.
your numbers. So if you
That's
bringing in
why
And
you
then,
getting
okay,
pennies.
think about it
Energy.
like this too.
And they still got to
The
make
way
their
the
money.
algorithm work, right? The popular
Because
artists set the
what's
algorithm,
going on?
right?
I need some of
So
that.
if
Hold
you
on.
go in and you tag your music to the
I'm done.
trending artist, the only reason your music even really getting played is because your artists fall in the same genre or category or tag as that popular artist. That's how when
Yeah.
y'all set up y'all music and it asks you for tags, like ask you what your music sound like. You gotta put artists. If you don't put artists, your shit ain't never gonna pop up in the algorithm. Your shit is gonna sit there, nigga. It's gonna sit there because other people's songs play. They play popular music, then random shit just pop up. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh shit, who the fuck is this? Yeah, that's how your music get in the algorithm by putting your shit in the same class or the same sounds like this particular artist, sounds like this artist. It ain't never gonna pop up if you sit there and you don't take the time to fill that shit out, think about it, nigga, because
Facts.
all that paperwork matters. So that's why that's why what Rabbo said makes sense because it's artists that they use on Spotify and Apple Music that bring more listeners and viewers than other motherfuckers. They bring more subscribers and shit than other motherfuckers. So they of course they gonna get paid more. Your ass ain't brought number 12 motherfuckers to the damn you ain't bring 12 people to the party. This nigga brought 1,000 and your goofy ass complaining about the pennies that you get. That's the problem. Like I
Yeah,
think
I mean, I feel
that
like you can't ask for more than a penny if they ain't even making more than a penny.
exactly. Like, and then you gotta think about marketing. They get paid off ads, really. They get paid off that shit, like a mug. So if you ain't really like they extra revenue, they shit the way that they probably use to pay their employees is probably from ads. The shit that the shit like the subscriptions is probably all our shit. I guarantee that. It was probably like all the shit that people subscribing and paying for. That's our people. Like that's the music. That's the money that probably go into our pockets. And then we don't even see most of that shit because we got to pay for marketing. Niggas don't get advances and shit like that to fucking put to invest 20,000 into marketing to make 100,000. You don't
Hell
get.
nah.
Yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
nah.
Like,
Hey, look
you not.
though. Hey, look though. When we going backstage, I gotta ask you something, right?
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's where the game is fucked up. Like we really think the shit is set up for us to win, but in all actuality, nigga, you really just paying for like a MySpace for musicians. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
you not
Facts.
really you not really doing nothing by putting your music on Spotify. Congratulations, you got that done. That is a achievement.
Yeah.
But you can't expect to blow up just because your music is
On
available.
Spotify.
Yeah, it's like it don't work
Everybody
like
should.
that. You
Yeah.
gotta have real
Everybody
people.
should on
That's
there.
why he was saying the shows and shit matter because if the same amount of people like a percentage of the people that listen to your music is gonna show up to your shows. Then a percentage of them people that show up to your shows gonna buy your merchandise.
Right,
Then
right.
then a percentage of the people that buy your merchandise is gonna have a subscription to your website.
Facts.
It
Facts.
shrinks, it shrinks, it
It's
shrinks,
straight.
it shrinks.
You got
So
it.
if you got 60 million people listening to your music, Then of course you're gonna have extra motherfucking be revenue because like the percentage is more of a bigger chunk of your number than if I
Right.
got 100,000 people and shit, I can only get 1,000 of them motherfuckers to buy some or subscribe or be my monthly listeners and all that. All that shit matter, bro. And what people don't understand is the people that's in higher tiers or signed artists, they got people that do this shit for them. That all they gotta worry about is fucking making music and showing up where they supposed to be when they supposed to be there. Like plain and simple. They ain't gotta make a
Facts.
beat, do nothing. They ain't gotta do
Don't
nothing.
gotta do nothing.
Nothing.
They ain't in the same predicament. So like,
Exactly. And that's why I think we need to start comparing ourselves to these people because these
start
people don't.
comparing.
Yeah, these people don't like they. Let's just be honest. They in a better position than we are. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we can't sit here and say that had we not been in a position, we wouldn't do the same thing. So you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's just different. Everybody like even what Double said, everybody in different situations. People that's independent artists can't just pull their music because you
Can't just pull
depending
their
on
music.
that. You depending on that to build your fan base because
Facts.
them people that's listening to your music might pop up at your show. The people that you know what I'm saying, like it's all that shit going hand in hand. And I think we gotta remember that these people that's doing making big decisions like that, they got a little bit more leverage and probably a little bit more experience
Yeah.
in behind closed doors when it comes to the industry about that
She
shit.
could. She could
So
have been
we can
reading the
say all
script.
that all we want to, but at the end of the day, I feel like if I had the power to pull my music and sell it myself, like just by myself, and I was confident that I didn't have to work no more, I'd do it. I
Mhm.
definitely do. I nigga, no question asked, nigga. Oh, all I gotta do is open a website and sell my music from my website and go straight to me. Cool. Or I wouldn't use Spotify at all. That's an extra $12 or whatever. I could keep my fucking pocket. Hell,
Mhm.
Anyway,
For real.
you
real.
feel me?
So I
So it's
wouldn't use
it's
that
it's about your
$12.
audience, man. It's about your audience.
That
You got
that
the
that
audience. Like they compared, which they did was like trying to manipulate you. It was like, oh, they gave Joe Rogan 100 million. Like they paid for his audience though. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't just they're not paying him for just to talk. They paying for his audience. All those eyes, all that attention is on this platform now. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a this is a
and
different comparison. Like,
his audience probably paying for the app. The people
Mhm.
that's on
yeah,
the people that follow him probably paying for that app.
they went to go
Like,
pay for it. You feel me? So like,
So you
so
I'm
think
pretty
it's millions of
Spotify was
people.
like mad that India did what she did?
hell no.
No.
Ari
But
No,
I do
Lennox,
got a question. Do
where
you
you
think that
at?
the anchor Spotify shit is that those live subscriptions are they different from the actual regular Spotify subscription?
They can fuck it. They can put We Are Vibes up there in her place. Shit got me fucked up. Like,
man. With Spotify though,
What,
No, it's the
what
same
you say,
price.
Rob?
It's the same
not
price
to
that they
knock
pay.
her or nothing, but nigga, if you gave her NDRE the same kind of if you gave We Are Vibes the same kind of promotion that Chloe Bailey and whatever other girl twin name is got, them motherfuckers be on too. Cause that shit sell. The fucking twin shit, that shit is a shit you can run with all fucking day. That is a marketing tool, nigga. You
No,
can
I
make
wasn't asking
t-shirts
the
about
price,
that shit.
Armand. I was saying like, do they get
Mhm.
tallied the same? Like as far as the podcast shit with the
I don't
music
think
shit
so.
with
I
that,
Yeah.
like
don't
as
think
far as
so.
live subscription.
Now, podcast is more. I think podcast is more of like a TV show, more
Mhm.
monetization, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So
So
Yeah,
what I'm at. So right.
because
So what
you
I'm
can have a
asking.
visual and you can have audio and you can
Right.
sell both.
So listen real quick. What I'm asking is, so they tally those live subscriptions different,
Mhm.
Probably
right?
we can
probably
Google
so.
that right
Listen.
now too. Let's look at how much,
But with streams like with Spotify though, like you shouldn't
They
even
don't
like
pay you
if
for
you
that,
want the
right?
data.
Or not?
No, I don't know. I'm just asking. It's a question. I'm just asking. I was curious. I wanted to know, like, because I know we were just talking about podcasts, so I'm like, well, damn, do they do that shit differently? Like, they tally that because we just said they
bruh.
have 100 million
I gotta go
active,
at 10, man.
and
Yeah.
I was ready to say, well, damn, if they paid
Hey
Joe
y'all.
Bruh,
100 million,
they pay $18 for 30 seconds.
damn.
What?
I'm starting a podcast
They
right
pay.
now.
They pay. So what you say? So RMI, can we
I mean, Double
We need
O
to
is
get.
supposed to be uploading that shit.
I just told you what I did.
It's
I
a
made
it's
it.
a $18 for 30 seconds and $25 for 60. So we got a 2 hour long podcast and somebody watched the whole fucking thing. They
Nah,
gave
we're gonna keep giving them 30-second shorts. They ain't freaking us like that.
All right, so
yeah.
look, nah, but look though, so
We
we could just
only
talk about
make
it in the back.
$7 for
We
the
could talk
second
about it
30 seconds.
in the back shit,
Hold
cause
on.
I
All
tried
right,
that
we
shit, it
finna
wouldn't
get to
work.
work.
I tried to upload some shit we did our first episode. I tried to upload it, wouldn't work, cause Armand sent me the first two. So I tried to like I typed the shit all up and everything. They kept saying something was wrong, like something about the file and audio and shit like that. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Y'all
It
know I
gotta
ain't got
be
that.
a certain it gotta be a certain thing, huh? I'm looking that up too.
Like MP3?
MP4.
I'm
Nah,
It
looking
is
it up.
MP4
Hey,
though.
MP4 is
we
video.
might as well chop that
Yeah, I
up
know.
backstage.
That's what I was saying. Nigga, I'm hungry.
All right, we hungry. We done lost Rocky. We can wrap up. Um, so Young Boss Crook, you got anything conclusion a conclusion to say to the fans?
Appreciate y'all tapping in. Uh, Tap into the website sosfactory.org, saucefactory.org. Tap into my man's double website, Ella Banks website, Rabbo website coming soon. I'm talking about. Hey,
Okay.
tap into new fans, submit for the contest.
Don't forget Rocky.
Uh, get that. Go ahead and you can get a fucking playlist placement guide, all that shit. Uh, Shop, man. Do your due diligence. Support the people that's trying to support you, and it'll always come back to you. And with that being said, next.
So, Rabbo, you have anything to say to wrap up?
Um, yeah, I would just say, I mean, keep going. I mean, do what works for you. Everybody's situation is different. Just keep pushing and tap in with your boy. Man, man, man. That's all I got.
Ella Banks, you got anything to say?
Y'all just make sure y'all educated in anything that y'all out here fighting for and believing in because you don't want to be blind talking about stuff sounding crazy. That's about all I got for y'all today. Love y'all.
Oh
Have a
shit.
nice night.
They pretty much tapped on everything as always, so ain't leave me much to say, but just get your new fans merch. You know what I'm saying? And we make sure you tap in next week, and we got a contest tomorrow for our artists. Make sure you tap into that too. And we out.